Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, we are ready for the event.
International Space University, this is Mission Control Houston. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Jeremy Myers at International Space University. How do you hear me?
Jeremy, this is Station. I have you loud and clear.
Excellent. Sultan, we have a room of about 100 participants from over 25 countries. We also have some local children from Brazil, so we're happy to have you today.
Hi, Sultan. It's great to talk to you. My name is Michaela Musilova. We met a couple of years ago during the expo in Dubai. We were on a space panel together, and I'm really happy for you that this worked out. Congratulations on all your achievements. And now we would love to ask you if you could help show the children we have here and the participants some demonstrations. We were told that perhaps you can show us a demonstration of water, or maybe yourself kind of flipping in microgravity. Would that be possible, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity. I do remember you actually, and it was a great honor to meet you. And today it's a pleasure talking to all the students, and hopefully we can be a source of inspiration or information for you all. Yeah, and yeah, I do have a pouch of water here. I'm going to display some water service station.
Thank you so much. That was really great. We really enjoyed that. All right. Well, I would love to now pass the microphone to two of the children we have from a local school around age 10. The first person is Rafaela. She will ask you a question in Portuguese, and then I will translate it to you in English. So please bear with us. Thank you.
Você acha que pode haver vida alienígena no universo?
So Rafaela is asking, do you think there could be alien life out there?
That is a very interesting question. So when I arrived to station, I brought a small mascot with me. It's called Suhail, and it's the name of the second brightest star in the southern hemisphere. So everybody thought that that was an alien. So if that is what you think, then yes, he's an alien. But honestly, I haven't seen any aliens yet.
Great, thank you. And our next student, also similar age, Felipe, would like to ask you another question, also in Portuguese, and I will translate afterwards.
Do que você mais sente falta de comer?
He would like to know, what do you miss eating the most while you're on the ISS?
Well, honestly, I miss my mother's cooking, and don't get me wrong, we have a lot of food here. We have different varieties and different menus. We can eat anything, you name it, like fish, meat, and chicken, all the sort of sweets and pastries. But honestly, I do miss the fresh cooked food from my house.
Of course, makes sense. Thank you. All right, and now I'll pass the word on to our participants here from the International Space University, who will introduce themselves and ask their question directly in English.
My name is Stephen Armstrong. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland. Thank you very much for taking the time to answer our questions. I would like to ask you, what are some of the most challenging aspects of performing scientific experiments on the ISS compared to on Earth? And how do you overcome these challenges?
That is a very interesting question, and thank you for it. And honestly, the first sensation is we miss gravity. So I remember the first few weeks when we arrived on the station, we had a a cargo vehicle that was full of science. And just to prepare for a scientific experiment, we have to set up tools and samples and everything. And we take things for granted. So I was honestly, instead of doing science in the first few minutes, I was chasing the samples and the tools that we use for the science. And on top of that, we are actually the ears and the hands and eyes of the scientists who are working for years for specific experiments. So some of the experiments are really critical. They need the specific handling, and we need to be focused to do that some sort of science, not to ruin it out, because it's very valuable and it's very critical for the scientists.
Hello, I'm Uma from Spain. Thank you so much for being here. It's crazy talking to you. My question is, how have your experiences in space shaped your understanding of social interactions between humans?
Thank you for the question. Honestly, we have a deeper appreciation for relationships with the families, friends, and the loved ones. We do connect with them. We have all this sort of facilities to talk through IP phones or satellite phones, using emails and even video calls. But honestly, we are missing the interaction with our beloved ones. Yes, we live in harmony as a crew. We are a crew of 7 on board the station, but we do feel like we need to connect more with our families, with our friends, and this is what we try to maintain throughout the mission. So it's really important to keep these bonds strong as much as we can.
Hi, sir. This is Major Tyler Gill calling from the Royal Canadian Air Force. My question is, what do you think has been the effect for your long duration mission on the ISS on the people in your country? Thanks.
Thank you so much. So this is the second mission for our country. The first mission was conducted by my colleague Hazal Mansouri, who flew to this place, to the International Space Station in 2019. And this mission is actually the first of a kind from our country and the region as well. It's a first long duration mission from our region to the International Space Station. I was lucky enough to conduct and participate in EVA, which is, I would say, the crown jewel of the mission, going outside and experiencing the outer side of the station and performing maintenance and doing all sorts of the tasks to upgrade the solar array. It was really, really exciting and really, really special as well.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farouk. I'm from Egypt and also Canada. My question is, what strategy do you use to keep your spirits up? And would this strategy work during deep space missions?
Alaikum assalam, Farouk. Shukran ala sual. I will answer in English, unless you want me to answer in Arabic. But honestly, it's the camaraderie here. We have very strong bond with our colleagues. We work as a family. We help each other. And on top of that, as I mentioned, we keep a strong and a continuous connection with the ground. So we have people helping us from different mission controls. And we do connect with our families and beloved ones. And when you hear the encouragement in the good words and the interactions and the happiness when you perform something unique in space, that is what keeps us going throughout the mission.
Thank you very much for joining us today. My name's Oscar. I'm from the United Kingdom, and I would like to ask, what sensations surprised you most when you arrived at the ISS, and what sensations do you miss the most? Thank you.
Yeah, I think the first, I would say, unusual thing that I faced was how fast was the time here, because we honestly not only we see 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets. When we arrived here, it was really a quick adaptation time. So right from the beginning, we jumped into the activities here on board the station, be it the science or the maintenance or the outreach. So I would say the pacing in terms of the activities and the number of activities and the variety, that was the first, I would say, cultural shock here on board the station. And then it eased up in the following weeks, which is normal for the newcomers. And then in the second and third months, it was just normally happening, just like what we do on Earth. And what I miss, again, from Earth is actually gravity. We miss gravity here on board the station.
Hello from Earth, Sultan. My name is Rachita, and I'm from the United States and also India. Could you describe how you would prepare for a potential rescue mission when unexpected issues come up at the ISS? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. So, God forbid, we shouldn't have an emergency. But honestly, we trained for years to conduct all sorts of emergencies training and how to react to different emergencies. So the station is obviously orbiting on top of the Earth, 400 kilometers, and it is orbiting also with a high speed, 27,000 kilometers per hour. So this is susceptible to space debris interaction, and this is something that we train of. It could be a head that can start leaking air outside of the station. So this is an example, and we have risk of fire as well. And we are trained as a crew to respond to these incidents. God forbid it won't happen. So hopefully this is something that we've been maintaining for 20 years, more than 20 years now. The station has been kept safe, and it's thanks to the training that we have as a crew.
Sorry, there's a bit of technical issue.
Merhaba, hi Sultan, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Tuğçe Dumlupınar. I'm an astrophysicist and participants from Turkey. And my question is, can you share some ways you have adapted to the challenges of working in microgravity? And thank you.
Alaikum assalam. So there is there is no secret about floating. You'll have to learn. Sometimes you have to learn really hard, maybe hitting a wall, or maybe breaking hard like somewhere, or maybe bracing with a friend of yours. And yeah, you have to keep trying, keep maneuvering, and eventually you will get the hang of it. But honestly, yeah, it is challenging sometimes, so you have to keep practicing.
Boa tarde. My name is Flavia. I'm a citizen of Australia, Brazil, and Canada. I'd like to know, if you could grow any food in space, what would it be?
Sorry, I didn't copy the question. If you can repeat it, please.
If you could grow any food in space, what would it be?
Honestly, this is something we already do here on board the station. We have facilities to grow plants. We have facility to grow some sort of vegetables. So it's an ongoing science, and we have some astronauts, not personally, some astronauts tried the space-grown food. But personally, I would love to. It is difficult, but I would love to have maybe some palm trees with dates.
Hear me? Yes. Hi, my name is Kim Regneri. I'm from the Netherlands. It's a pleasure to speak to you. My question is, do you think that if every human could experience the overview effect, that it could foster a deeper sense of unity and global cooperation?
Absolutely. So this magnificent planet that we look down, it is quiet from up here. We don't see any interaction. We don't hear any noise. So it is quiet and it is peaceful. So we need to keep it that way. We need to understand that we shouldn't take things for granted. Here on board the station, we have to make everything ourselves. So we generate oxygen, we scrub CO2, we generate power from solar arrays. So everything is done artificially here on board the station, but we get everything almost for free on the planet. So we have to keep it intact. We have to protect it well, not to destroy it by all means. So it is definitely, if somebody is capable of seeing the overall or the overview effect from up here, it's going to be really profound for them.
Hello, yes, perfect. Hi, my name is Marie. I'm from France. Thank you very much for being here with us today. I have a question for human performance in space department. My question is, have you ever experienced difficulties with understanding facial expression of your colleagues in microgravity, especially when you are facing the other person with another angle, such as upside down?
If I copied correctly, is there any difficulty understanding my colleagues on board the station?
We mean the facial expression when you, I don't know, come across one of your colleague astronauts and you are facing the other way around. So it's a bit difficult to explain. I just mean if you see another astronaut, but you see it from the other way around, which wouldn't happen on Earth. Is there any difficulty in seeing how they are feeling? Are they smiling? Their facial expression, or is it at the same on Earth?
If you ask me about the interaction between the crew members here on board the station, it is totally normal. As again, we train as teams for years, and we build the camaraderie and the teamwork. I would say feeling towards achieving a goal, be it science or doing a maintenance task, or even during the EVA. So we have a task that we have to communicate well, and we have the support from the ground as well. So we have different mission controls all over the world to help us conduct this science and the tasks that we do daily.
Thank you very much for your answer. Hi, I'm Martina. I'm a Brazilian student. I would like to ask you, have any advice for a high school student who wants to be an astronomer or an astronaut?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, first of all, you have to believe in your dream. So if you have something in your mind, just work hard for it. And technically, I would say if you love space overall and you want to go and explore, just to be it an astronaut or an engineer or a scientist, we always tend to say learn STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So this will open up the door for you to seek your future career. And honestly, again, if you believe in something, work hard on it, and definitely you will reach your goal.
Well, Sultan, we appreciate your time, and everyone here at ISU and all the students want to give you a loud applause and yell here in Brazil.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's a great honor and pleasure talking with you guys from all over the world. And it is an exciting time here on board the station. This is the 5th month that we've completed, and we're in our last month. Hopefully we can come back and visit you one day in Brazil. Thank you so much.
Station is the Houston ACR. That concludes the event.
Thank you to all participants from the International Space University Station. We are now resuming operational audio communications.